Welcome back to my next playthrough series, this time Gears of War, the board game. We're going to be doing the second expansion mission called the Showdown. And as you can see, we start on the board with a feral berserker. We're going to take a look at stats and everything. Yeah, things are not already looking good as far as these spawns go. We'll take a closer look at these locations, randomly done. We're going to take a look at the mission. We're going to look at our two characters. We're going to be playing with Marcus, and we're going to be playing with Damon. We'll look at their abilities, and we'll take a look at the mission. So we're going to be playing the Showdown. I got it set up here right now, but we have to look at some more specifics, of course, so let's get into them right now. And yes, I have my card sleeved, so there might be some glare. I apologize for that. I want to have my card sleeved because this game is very difficult to find. Alright, so the Showdown mission setup, special rules. During setup, place the feral berserker at the map exit. Well, he's already set up there, as you can see. Each player receives a Scorcher special weapon card with no ammo tokens on it. So both of them get a Scorcher weapon, but it doesn't have any ammunition. This weapon cannot be used to attack more than one range away. Burning Inferno, ignore all defense dice. Wow, this thing is pretty cool, and you're going to see for this mission, we're going to need it. So the enemies are the Grenadier, the Palace Guard, the Feral Berserker. That's where we start, and AI cards, 17, 18. So we use Grenadier, Palace Guard, and Berserker cards. Actually, we use the Butcher cards for this one, not the Berserker. And then it tells you here for level 1, which I've already set up, we use 2B, 6B, 8B. So that's been set up, and we'll take a look at the cards here in a little bit. And level 2 locations are locked. And it'll be 1A, 3A, 10A, and there's no level 3. And so here we go. The Showdown, Stage 1. So the special rules. While unwounded, the Feral Berserker may only be dealt wounds by Scorchers or Bolo Grenades. After it's killed, return the Feral Berserker enemy card to the box and unlock level 2. And flip one, level 2 has been explored. Yeah, so basically, first up, we have to destroy or get rid of that Feral Berserker. And then we're going to be on to something even worse. So that's the first part. Alright, let's take a look at the 3 enemy types we're going to be dealing with. And then we're going to look at Damon, and we're going to look at Marcus and their cards, and then we might possibly have a first turn. Alright, so I'm just going to be pulling cards up here. So the A spawn cards are the Grenadiers, and we use drone figures for these guys. They've got like 1 defense die, 4 health, they duck into cover, they roll 4 dice, and they're shooting grenades at us, grenade toss. Each figure in the target's area is dealt 1 wound, limit once per attack. So that's not good if they get their special symbol. And the enemy uses drone figures and wound markers. Instead of a hammer burst, the enemy drops 2 grenade tokens. See rules on card 3. So basically what it means is on the back of the wound tokens here, of course you flip them over. If there's a weapon showing there, they won't be dropping the weapon and ammo. They'll be dropping 2 bolo grenades. And yes, we need grenades in this game. The second enemy, the B enemies, 2 defense, 3 health. They are the Palace Guard. For the Queen, each attack die that rolled a 1 is considered to have rolled 2 wounds. So anything rolling 1 wound rolls 2 if you get, again, of course, the special symbol. The enemy uses the Theron Guard figures and wound markers, rolling 3 dice. They duck into cover as well. Nasty. There's a couple of them already spawned on the board. And, of course, the lovely Feral Berserker. This is the guy we have to take out. 2 defense, 7 health. You can't chainsaw him. Rolling 5 dice when he attacks. If heavily wounded, the Slocus heals back up to 5 health. So basically, if you heavily wound him down to 3, he just automatically flips back to 5. So we got to do basically 5 damage to him at one time to kill him. That is going to be rough. So after a cog figure attacks, move this enemy 1 area toward him, toward the target area. If a bowler grenade was used, see mission card for additional rules. This enemy uses Berserker figure and wound marker and the Butcher AI cards. Ooh, brutal. So yeah, we got to keep that in mind. Lots of rules to keep in mind with this game. All right, that's that. Let's take a look then at Damon and what he's got for his cards and setup, and then we'll take a look at Marcus. Alright, so take a look at Damon here. He's got a Lancer with 1 ammo on it. He's got a Snub Pistol, 2 ammo. He's got 2 bolo grenades. And basically you can overload them by spending the ammo. You roll 2 dice, or you can just use it as the regular 2 dice as long as you have ammo on it. Once you have no ammo on the Lancer, I don't think you can use it at all. The Snub Pistol can be used without ammo though. You can overload it for 3. And of course, bowler grenades, you need a bowler grenade or you're not going to be doing anything. And the Scorcher we've already looked at. So his little special ability here is you do not discard an order card from hand to activate equipment or to pick up weapons, and you can have 5 weapons instead of 4. Currently, he's sitting with 4 weapons, but he can have 5. Alright, let's take a look at his starting cards. He's got Cover Fire. We'll get into more detail when we play these. He's got Dig In, Slaughter, Assault, Advance, and Scavenger. And these can be used for discarded for defense dice. This can be discarded to follow, and this one can be discarded to do a reactionary fire. Kinds of cool stuff happening here. Alright, let's take a look at Marcus. And yeah, I have to relearn how to play the game. So speaking of how to play the game, I have it right here. The player turn. You have the heal step. The active player draws up to 2 order cards without exceeding his hand limit, normally 6. We're going to see Marcus, I believe, has 7. And then you do the cog order step. The active player plays 1 order card from his hand. You can always dump any card, I think, to move 2 times or attack once. Locust activation step. You draw an AI Locust card and activate it. And then on the back there we have our reaction abilities. This is dodge, get +2 dice for defense. Guard, discard this card before a locust figure moves or attacks and perform 1 attack against it. And follow, discard this card. When a cog figure moves in your space, moves out of your space to move that figure with him. So those are all the things we can do. Alright, Marcus. Yeah, his special ability. He starts off with 3 ammo for his Lancer, 1 for the snub pistol. He only has 1 grenade. Your maximum hand size is 7 instead of 6, and roll 1 additional die when using your Lancer's constant ability. And the Lancer constant ability, I believe, is the little chainsaw maneuver, if I remember correctly from the game. Instead of attacking, you may choose a locust in your area, roll 4 attack dice, ignore wounds. If you roll an omen, kill the locust, you're then moved out of cover. So I do believe that's what they refer to as the constant finger, but he does have 3 ammo on it as well. 1 on the snub pistol, 1 grenade, and of course 1 Scorcher. The cards that he starts with, he gets to start 7. He's got Explore, Teamwork, Scavenging, Dig In, Cover Fire, Charge, and Advance. And we'll be starting the game with Damon. The first player is going to be alternating, so Damon's going to take a turn, and then the AI is going to go, and then Marcus takes a turn, AI goes on and on until we either are both bleeding out, which means we've both been knocked all the cards out of our hand, which our cards are health in this game as well, or we succeed in the mission. Okay, I guess without further ado, we'll just get into the game and we'll see how it works and go from there. So we're starting off with Damon. So let's get to the board. Oh, we're going to take one quick look at the board before we start, of course. We have to look at the different tiles, what's on them, and what's happening. Alright, so the 3 tiles are randomly laid down. So the first tile I shuffled and randomly laid down was 6B, and it's ammunition. And so where this question mark here is, we discard this card and gain up to 3 ammo tokens. Place these tokens on any of your weapon cards. So we can place them on the Scorcher. That would be cool. And because we're playing a 2-player game, you can see here 1 player, 2 player, 3, 4. We did 2 AA spawns. So we spawned 2 Grenadiers, and there's the spawn hole right there. One of them, of course, jumped into cover, and the other one has nowhere to go. So that's our first tile. Let's take a look at our second tile. Our second tile is actually pretty good too. It also has some ammo kicking around. Not more ammunition. Discard this card. Gain 3 ammo tokens. Place these tokens on any of your weapon cards. Cool. And you can see here 2-player we spawned a B, which is 1 Palace Guard at the spawn hole. And Palace Guards also jump into cover. So that's where that is. And now let's take a look at the last tile. And the last tile has another guard. It has the Feral Berserker who's at the exit. This is the exit here, so let's put the door token. The Feral Berserker is there. Oof. And the last card that we drew randomly shuffled was 2B, and there's nothing special about it, except of course you have to have your arrows linked from where you go to where you... did I put this one on backwards? I think I might have put that one on backwards. Alright, we'll fix that here in a second. Old eyeballs. So we did 1 Palace Guard here, and of course the rules for the scenario are you start with the Feral Berserker at the exit. Alright, get things sorted out here properly, and then we're going to be... oh yeah, this should be with that arrow, I believe. Alright, then we're going to be getting into things. Alright, I finally got the board set up properly. You're supposed to enter at the black arrow, and exit at the open space. Enter the black arrow, exit at the space. So this one is set up okay over here. These two tiles had to be rearranged a little bit. So we have a couple of the grenadiers in here. And now we have Marcus and we have Damon in this spot. That's all good. And we have our ammunition sitting here. All right, there's a couple of little things we got to look at here for the mission specific. The feral enemy card ability will only trigger if the feral is heavily wounded with the 3 face up. So that's to keep in mind. Grenadiers drop grenades is what that's all about. And rule clarifications for the Showdown. Map size, we're dealing with the Feral Berserker first, then General Ram. Spawning a Locust C, if anything says spawn a Locust C, we spawn a B instead, which will be the Palace Guards, and I think that's it. So basically, once we defeat the Feral Berserker and we go on to stage 2, then we replace all the Butcher cards with General Ram's cards, and General Ram has 2 sides to his card. I believe we start on side A, but it could flip. So those are kind of special rules for what's happening with this scenario. All right, we're going to begin, and we're going to begin with Damon, who's sitting here. He's not in cover, but Marcus is. Damon is going to go a little crazy. He's going to be using... Okay, so the first step is to get cards up to your hand size maximum. Well, he already has 6 cards, so he won't be drawing any, of course. So the next part of the game is to play a card. So he's going to play Slaughter, which is move 1 area. He is going to move right in here. And now when he is in the same space as the cog figures, they don't have cover anymore, which is cool. And it's perform up to 3 attacks against figures in your area. So 3 attacks he gets to play. That's going to get discarded. And the 3 attacks he's going to use his Lancer Assault Rifle, and he's going to use the Chainsaw. Instead of attacking, you may choose a locust in your area. Roll 4 attack dice, ignoring all wounds. If you roll an Omen, kill the locust, you're then moved out of cover. Well, he's not in cover anyway. So there we go. And yeah, I do believe, I'm just going to double check the rules on that. Lancer Assault Rifle, he gets 3 attacks. He'll start with the one in cover. And I'm going to have to get out the dice tray and do a bunch of stuff. So we'll just rearrange things a little bit here, and then we're going to have Damon making his 3 attacks. Alright, so how the Lancer Chainsaw attack works is this guy is just moved out of cover. Nice. And we are going to have 4 black dice rolled against this guy, and we are looking for this symbol to instantly kill him. If we don't get that symbol, nothing happens. He has 3 attacks. Come on, let's see that symbol. And his first chainsaw attack is a complete dud. So that didn't do anything. His second attack, we'll do it on the same guy. Come on, we need to get that symbol. There we go. We got the symbol. This Grenadier is destroyed by the chainsaw attack. And then, yeah, he's going to drop a... well, it's a nothing. So we just discard this one. He didn't drop grenades. Darn it. Kind of wanted him to drop some grenades, but he didn't. Alright, he has 1 attack left. Same thing, 4 black dice. We're just looking for the straight up symbol to kill him with the chainsaw. Come on. And this one is cocked, so we're going to have to re-roll that one. Come on, we need the symbol. No! Alright, well, there you have it. Now, I don't believe he can move into cover. I'm pretty sure Damon is just out here trying to chainsaw these guys. He's not in cover. Alright, well that was his turn, and yes, next up is the AI card. Alright, shuffled AI deck. You know what, we're going to shuffle it again, just so you know that I'm not cooking things here. Oh, this is going to be... Oh, and hang on, I think every time you attack, the Feral Berserker moves 1 space towards you. He did 3 attacks. 1, 2, 3. The Feral Berserker is drawn by the noise. Ooh! That's going to be bad. It's going to be very bad. Alright, AI card. Let's see what happens on his turn. What do we get? We get the Butcher. Okay, well the Butcher is considered to be this guy. If all cog figures are 3 or more movement away. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, they are. Move 2 areas toward the nearest cog figure. Wow. This guy is boogieing. 1, 2. He's moving right in here. Ooh. Well, okay, that was not bad because that's the only thing that happens. he says. All right, up next, and I'm just going to leave that card there. Up next will be Marcus. Let's see what he wants to do. All right, it's time for Marcus to get moving. So he's actually, we're going to go ahead and have him play the charge card. Move up to 3 areas. Perform 1 attack against a figure in your area with +1 attack die. So that will get discarded. So he can move up to 3 areas. He's going to move here, but he's going to use his lance or chainsaw against this guy. We're trying to conserve ammo if we can. He's got 3, though. We could do an overcharge and duck into cover. I wonder if he should do that or just use 2. He'd be rolling 3 dice. You know what? I think he's not going to duck into cover. He's going to use the lance or chainsaw. And we know how that works. You roll 4 dice, and he's going to be rolling 5 because of that card. And if he ends up getting that symbol, then we're going to end up killing that grenadier. And you couldn't quite see the dice tray, so I just moved the camera a bit. All right, 5 dice. Come on, we need that symbol. We need it, we need it, we need it. And he absolutely blows it and gets nothing. He doesn't get that symbol. Arrgh! So basically, he just moves in there with a chainsaw. This guy is slippery as can be. Well, that's going to be the end of Marcus's turn. We're not having very good luck here as far as taking these 2 grenadiers down. All right, next AI card. This is Marcus's AI card. Oh, and it wasn't attack, so this guy is going to move 1 space this way. Oh man, he is coming. This guy doesn't go into cover. He's 1-2 away. Ooh, this could be really nasty. Next AI card. The Butcher. Of course, if all cog figures are in cover. Well, none of them are in cover. Otherwise, move each locust C 2 areas toward the nearest cog figure. If no locust C is in play, draw another AI card. Now, do we move the palace guards or do we move the Butcher himself? Let me double check this, what it said. I think it had to do with spawning Cs, didn't it? Oh dear, yes, these extra spawning locust C. Well, he is, the feral Butcher is the locust C. Otherwise, move each locust C 2 areas toward the nearest cog figure. If no locust C is in play, draw a new AI card. Well, so basically what's going to happen, we get 2 Butcher cards. He's going to move 2 areas, 1, 2. And here we go. The Feral Berserker now. We haven't been attacked. He moves right in here with Marcus. And Damon, are you freaking kidding me? And that's basically the end of a turn for each of them. So I think we're going to leave it off there. I hope I haven't been making any mistakes. I haven't played this in years. Trying to get all the rules down again. It's very tricky. And there you have it. This guy can only be attacked with bolo grenades or the Scorcher. So, yeah, this is not good. All right, we're going to zoom down a little bit. We're going to wrap up our episode for today. Oh dear, this might be a pretty short playthrough. We already got the Feral Berserker in our face. No, we're not in cover. And you can only hit him with bolo grenades. And we have no ammunition for the Scorchers. Bad. We have ammunition sitting right here. We also have it here. Maybe we should have just gone ahead and grabbed ammunition for the Scorcher, but we didn't. So there's not much we can do about it. So thanks so much for watching along. Thanks for your comments, subscriptions, likes. We're back at it. Gears of War, the board game. We're playing the second scenario in the expansion called the Showdown. And wow, we may be having our butts handed to us pretty readily and quickly here in this playthrough. So thanks so much. I'll see you tomorrow for a continuation of Gears of War, the board game.